Welcome back to AM Northwest. Don't wait until it's time for your annual review or bonus season to make a course correct at work. Here to share 4 steps you can start today that can have a lasting positive impact on your career. We welcome back strategic advisor and executive coach, Dr. Carol Parker Walsh. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
So you say oftentimes you don't think about our performance at work until, now I have a review today.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
When it comes time for a bonus season or annual reviews, people are like, they're trying to do mad dashes to try to fix things or
to make
raise their visibility. Yes, or to, finish that project really quickly or to change something, and so I think this is a perfect time to kind of shift, make some changes, some desired changes you wanted to make because it's the summer and, people are usually on vacation and in most industries work kind of calms down a little bit. So this is a perfect time to kind of do a mid-year check-in or refresh just to make sure that you are positioning yourself successfully. So any habits you want to develop, they're already in progress.
Right.
So you're not making that mad dash at the end of the year.
You talk about doing something called running a start, stop, continue scan. Start, stop, continue.
Yes. And so what I'm suggesting are just quick little tweaks that you can make as opposed to major overhauls of changes that are too complicated. So with start, stop, and continue, you just want to think about what's the one habit that maybe or thing that I want to start doing, I want to stop doing, and I want to continue. So just, take about 30 minutes. It doesn't have to be overly complicated, and just think about the one thing. So for example, maybe if you have a team and you're used to doing long form team meetings that take an hour or two, you want to change that and start doing 15-minute team huddles where you're just doing a quick pulse check in the beginning of the morning to see where everybody is or to get people motivated for the day. Or something you may want to stop doing is multitasking when you're in one-on-one meetings. So instead of maybe making some eye contact and actually listening to the person.
So that would work.
Right. Instead of multitasking and not being present in the moment. And one of maybe the things you want to continue is that maybe every Friday you do a Friday wins email that you send out to people saying, here are the great things that we did this week, just to motivate and inspire people. And maybe those things have been going over really well and you want to make sure you continue that. So just to make a quick little inventory of what's something that, maybe you've been thinking about that I really need to start doing.
Right.
What do I need to stop doing and what do I need to continue doing?
I love that. Then you say to identify single skills gap.
Yes. This is, again, just one thing that you can think about that you want to develop. Something that it could be something like every time your boss asks you a question impromptu, or if you're in an interview, you freeze up, or when you're presenting something and someone asks you a question and you're like, I don't know how to answer these unexpected things that come my way.
Sure.
Maybe that's a skill you want to develop on how to respond to things in real time that doesn't trip you up or make you freeze. And so you could do something like take an improv class. Improv is such a great skill to develop when you're a leader because it helps you to think quickly on your feet.
Oh, for sure.
Right? And it helps you with anything that comes your way. You can respond to it in a much more, in a quicker way that doesn't make you uncomfortable or make you have a deer in headlight look when somebody asks you a question that you aren't prepared to ask. So find an improv, and there's actually several improv organizations that do improv for business leaders or for people in careers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Or to help you with your interviewing skills. It's often recommended for people who are interviewing to take an improv class, particularly if you're really a nervous interviewer. And practice. Make sure that maybe if you find a colleague you can go with to the improv class, or ask the colleague to just periodically come and sneak up on you and ask you a question.
Oh my God.
That you're not expected to answer, so that you can practice being able to, on your feet, quickly respond to it.
Great idea. You say, and also calendar the fix. What is?
Yes, calendar the fix, meaning make sure that you have it on your calendar that you're going to practice.
Put it down.
Exactly. So that you're not just doing it and then all the skills go away, but you actually put it on your calendar that I'm going to practice this so I can really fix this skill.
You also say to rewrite your LinkedIn headline for future focus value.
Yes, this is really important. Most people on their LinkedIn's and their headline is such a prime real estate, because if you Google someone's name and they look up your LinkedIn profile, that headline follows you, right? Or if you post anywhere on LinkedIn, your photo and headline follows you. So you want to use that as prime real estate. So instead of just saying your title, which most people do, saying, well, I'm a marketing manager or marketing director, which doesn't really tell a story. Instead of saying that, do use that space to share the results, the value that you bring through the work that you do. So instead of saying something like, I'm a marketing director, you could say something like, I helped growing brands turn curious browsers into loyal buyers.
Look at you.
Right? You know, and so isn't that
You're
more
ready
exciting?
for advertising. Okay.
But that tells someone that these are the results that I bring, which is
Yeah.
much more exciting
Yeah.
and gives me more data than the fact that you're a marketing director.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then book a reverse feedback coffee.
Yeah, this is really great. Instead of, if you're someone who has direct reports and you're always giving feedback, or you're always looking for feedback from people who are above you, ask for feedback from peers or people who report to you, right?
Okay.
So do it in reverse. Ask them what's the one, you can actually start here. Ask them what's the one thing I should start, stop, or continue doing, right? So that you get feedback. It shows a tremendous amount of vulnerability.
Yeah.
And you'll get some real-time information that can really help you become a better leader, a better coworker, a better, employee within the workplace by just asking people who aren't the ones who always are available to give you the feedback because they're working alongside you or
Right.
working underneath you, but watch you and work alongside you so they have some really good insight about how you show up at work,
Right.
or how you're leading your team, or how you're communicating, or those skills that you may want to really pick up on to fix and correct for the new year.
All really good tips.
Yeah.
Wow, do it before bonus season.
Yes.
I love it. All right, so we'll put more information too on our website at k2.com. Carol, thank you so much.
You're welcome.